It was a quiet night in Phoenix, Arizona. Officer Daniel Reed, a respected 12-year veteran of the police force, was on his usual night patrol. Around 2 a.m., Daniel radioed in. "I've got a suspicious vehicle, checking it out." Those were his last words on record. Moments later, silence. No response. No backup call. Nothing. At first light, his patrol vehicle was discovered abandoned by a desolate desert roadside. The driver's door was open, the motor still idling, and Daniel's badge rested in the earth, like a sign of something dreadfully amiss. Detective Laura Mills was in charge of the investigation. Sharp, fearless, and determined to locate her missing colleague, she went to work. She tracked Daniel's last route based on GPS information. Security footage had his car tailing behind a black SUV, but that SUV disappeared. No trace, no plate, no sighting. Neighbors who lived in the area reported hearing 2 shots fired at about 2:15 a.m., but no shell casings were discovered. It was as if someone had removed all evidence. Laura felt certain Daniel's disappearance was not random. Perhaps he had discovered something threatening, something more than any of them were aware of. Days after, Laura scoured Daniel's house. Tucked behind a framed photograph of his command, she discovered a flash drive. It had encrypted files with the caption "Internal Operation." It took her hours of decryption before reality struck her hard. Daniel was not missing. He was silenced. Daniel was leading a secret investigation on a drug ring, a ring that consisted of ex-officers, businessmen, and even politicians. One of the individuals listed was a senator's aide. Daniel was not missing. He was silenced. On the scent of a fresh lead, Laura was led to an empty warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The air was heavy with dust and terror. There was a shred of Daniel's uniform caught in a corner and a pool of blood on the concrete floor. Before she could radio for help, headlights burst through the night. A black SUV barreled to life, crashing through the exit. Laura and her team pursued. Sirens wailed across the desert night, lights flashing across vacant highways. Gunfire boomed in the distance as the SUV veered crazily before losing traction and flipping over. Within, to their surprise, was Daniel Reed, alive but near unconsciousness. Back at the hospital, Daniel spilled the beans. Daniel was kidnapped by the same dirty cops he was investigating. They tortured him for days in an effort to make him erase the evidence. He never complied. In a matter of weeks, Laura's investigation resulted in several arrests, including top officials. News networks around America termed it the case that shook Phoenix. Justice had finally been served. But as Laura exited the courthouse one night, a black automobile drove by slowly. Its darkly tinted windows reflected back her image. She slowed. As it vanished into traffic, a shiver coursed down her spine. For in the realm of justice, the truth never really does die. It merely conceals itself, waiting for the next courageous spirit to discover it.